My name is Michael Evans. I'm the Executive Director of the Kalamazoo Literacy Council, and our organization exists to enhance the skills of adults by improving their reading, writing, spelling, and comprehension skills. We envision a fully literate community, and we want to make sure that everyone who wants to learn how to read has every service available to help them to reach that and many other goals. The Everyone Needs to Read public awareness campaign is our message to the community and to anyone who would listen as to why it's important for literacy. We know that everyone needs to read to excel at work, but we want to make sure that people can see why that's important. Everyone needs to excel at work, read to excel at work, because if you don't have the reading skills to find the job postings, to be able to demonstrate your skills, write your resumes, or even understand what the work requirements are, how can you reach those goals at excelling at work? That's why we have a jobs program and we have tutors that help in that area. So everyone needs to read to excel at work. We know that everyone needs to read to teach their kids because parents are the first teacher of their children. And we want to make sure that our services reflect the needs of our learners and our community knows that this is a very important goal. Early childhood education doesn't begin at preschool, doesn't begin at elementary schools. It begins at home with a mom, dad, or someone who can read, and our community needs to know that. We know that everyone needs to read to keep their families healthy, and that's important in this day and any age to be able to know what type of vaccinations or prescriptions or what you need to do to stay healthy and to manage your health at home. That's why we want to make sure that our community knows that everyone needs to read, but also knows that if they want to help or need some help, there is a place that can help them to achieve those goals. The Kalamazoo Literacy Council is an organization that is led by volunteers from the community who are trained as reading tutors, writing instructors, ESL instructors, computer classes, and several other things. And without the community support, we just do not have enough people to teach individuals to be able to help them to reach their goals. We believe that this is a community issue. It's not just the Kalamazoo Literacy Council. So we encourage people to become part of the solution to help us to reduce those rates of illiteracy and improve literacy and academic rates for our adult learners and their families. Right now, and every year, we have a need for more people to come in as volunteers. So without the volunteers, we cannot run our classes, we cannot have our one-on-one tutoring, and we can't really create the community of learning that our learners deserve and our learners thrive in. So we are always looking for volunteers to be able to come to us to be trained as reading tutors, ESL instructors, and several other roles so that we can expand learning opportunities to every neighborhood and every zip code that needs it. And every neighborhood and every zip code does. The Kalamazoo Literacy Council has a broad range of programs that helps adult learners continue learning. The heart of our organization is our adult tutoring program. This is a program where community members come in and go through 14 hours of training, and afterwards they are able to work one-on-one or in small groups with adult learners toward their individual literacy goals. So this is the longest standing program. It's been around since its beginning in 1974, and it is our largest need is to have one-on-one tutors who are serving those adult learners in our community. We also have our ESL of Southwest Michigan program. It's one of the largest ESL, English as a Second Language programs in Southwest Michigan that provides multiple levels of ESL instruction, but other things like citizenship and test of English fluency and many other goals. So we want to make sure that we are supporting the learning goals of not only those who are here who are native English speakers, but English language learners who visit us from all over the globe with every language that they bring with us. We want to make sure that everyone is proficient in their literacy and language skills, and those are two core programs that provide that. Some learners come to us and they have a very specific work goal, or they're trying to improve their skills so they can pass the GED. So we have our Expressways to Success program, which helps those learners that very strong, rigorous academic goal to be able to get the skills they need to pass the 4 tests of the GED. And we also have our jobs program, which is intertwined with that to make sure that they are on the path to a job that pays a living wage. Our organization has a commitment to our parents. 100% of the parents that we have, we feel, needs to have access to services that help them to be more confident and capable first teachers of their children. That's why we have our Parent Literacy Together program. It's a partnership with Goodwill Industries, their adult education and training program, to help our adults who are parents to be able to learn with their children and learn with us and be able to take those skills so that their children can be prepared for every stage of their learning development while our adults are reaching their goal. Behind all of this, we have a navigation team that removes barriers to learning. So we have 4 very talented navigators, and our whole role is to help learners to identify their goals, identify any barriers that they have to their goals, and then remove those barriers to learning. All of those programs are mixed together, and we bring literacy centers, we call them community literacy centers, by forming partnerships with other nonprofits and churches to make sure that there are learning spaces within our community where adults can learn and thrive at the neighborhood level. So we've had 15 partnerships across Kalamazoo County. Our goal is to have 25 of them so that churches or low-income housing complexes or housing shelters or any place where learners can be, we can design services where it's within walking distance, and you shouldn't have to leave your neighborhood to learn how to read or to continue learning. So all of those things come together to make what is the broad range of services that is the Kalamazoo Literacy Council. We partner with many organizations to create career pathways. One of our most prominent is the Edison Early Childhood Education Career Pathway, where we are working with many partners, including the YWCA Kalamazoo as our lead employer partner, and Youth Opportunities Unlimited as our secondary wraparound service provider, Goodwill Industries, and several others to help people to gain jobs as early learning professionals. And many of them come out of our programs, our ESL, Adult Basic Education programs, and become the teachers of our future learners in child care centers throughout our community. So in addition to our academic programs that are mostly indoors, we have a program that is very near and dear to my heart. It is the Read and Seed Community Garden. It's a partnership, again, with Goodwill Industries, the Adult Education and Training program here, but it allows for us to be able to take a community garden and create an outdoor classroom for our adult learners and our little scholars. This is a program that we've been running since 2012. And we have partnerships with Kalamazoo Public Library, Portage District Library, the Talking is Teaching program. We have Bronson School of Nursing and WMed and Bronson. We have Chef Tyler who comes in, and so many others that creates a great space to learn outdoors. So in that space, I'm not looking like this. I'm Farmer Mike, and I get a chance to be able to work with all of our families who come to enjoy on our family literacy days the wonderful opportunity to learn outdoors in our Read and Seed community garden. We need volunteers for that too. We're very serious about removing every barrier to learning that adult learners have. And there are quite a few, but none can be as profound as when you are needing child care and you do not have it. So that was one of the reasons why we partnered with the Adult Education and Training program at Goodwill to create the Little Scholars Child Development Center. This is a child care center that is located on site at our site at Goodwill Industries. It provides free child care for adults with children 0 to 4, so their little scholars can learn just 2 doors down while they are learning in their studies. It is designed to make sure that that culture of learning is a family type of endeavor instead of just for individuals. We believe in that multi-generational learning model, and it is exhibited here in great fashion through the Little Scholars Child Development Center and our Parent Literacy Together program. The Kalamazoo Literacy Council was founded in 1974. It had a very modest goal that's been going on since that time. There were 4 people who came together after reading a newspaper article that saw that there was a significant adult literacy need in our community. But 2024 is 50 years later, and we wanted to be able to show that we have made progress in our community and that the need is being met, but there are so many more things that need to be done to ensure that we can achieve a fully literate community. With a 50th year anniversary, that is a significant milestone, and we want to do more than celebrate time. We want to be able to demonstrate impact. So throughout the year, we are going to show and demonstrate what is the value of having adult literacy and adult learning programs, what impact have we had over the past 50 years, and what is the pathway forward to truly achieve that vision of a fully literate community.